What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel with me, Clem Boogie. Now, the NFL season is upon us. We got a lot of new faces and a lot of new places. What's interesting about this season is the NFL trying to diminish the running back position? I mean, as many of you probably watched yesterday during the Chiefs and Detroit Lions game, it wasn't very much of a running game. It was either an air attack or defenses or both defenses that knew what to expect, and that's one dimensional. But it's only one game and it's a very, very long season. So with that being said, you know how I give it up on this channel. 4 picks, one upset alert. Let's make some money, people. First game up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars visiting the Indianapolis Colts. Now, Jacksonville is seemingly a surprise team, much improved team. You've seen Trevor Lawrence is a tremendous upgrade. Number one pick overall, I should say, from a couple of years ago. Has a coach in Doug Peterson who believes in him and can provide him a blueprint to success. But with that being said, Indianapolis, I have no idea what they're doing. Their running back doesn't want to be there. Their owner has some choice words to say about certain players. It's just a total mess over there. So with all things being considered, I would have to say that Trevor Lawrence and Bunch are going to put a beating on the Indianapolis Colts and look for the Jaguars to cover the spread. I believe it sits at 4.5 points, and that's my pick. Next game up, we have the Tennessee Titans visiting the New Orleans Saints. Now, these are two teams that struggled mightily last season due to injuries and new personnel. With that being said, Tennessee, you know what they're going to bring, the ground and pound with King Henry. But would that be enough? Like I said, the running back position in itself, they're trying to diminish it. I don't know what the NFL is trying to prove. I don't know what the owners are trying to prove. Last time I checked, they are a vital position on the field. Pay them. They make the team go. They help out the team. They actually protect the quarterback. They play, multifacets of parts of the game where, there's blocking involved and they keep everyone honest, respectively. But with that being said, you have the New Orleans Saints. They have a new quarterback in town, new sheriff in town, Derek Carr. Can he be the assuming upgrade for what the Saints need? They have tremendous talent. They have everything on the perimeter. They have seemingly Alvin Kamara when he comes back from his suspension. They have a bunch of tricks up their sleeves. They also have Dennis Allen, who is the head coach, and he's a defensive-minded coach, so he's always going to have that defense on ready. But with that being said, I look for the Saints to defend home and cover the spread, which sits at 3 points, and that's my pick. Next game up is the Arizona Cardinals visiting the Washington Commanders. I can't believe that I'm saying this, but the Commanders will beat the living daylights out of the Arizona Cardinals. Why I say this? Arizona doesn't know whether they're going left, whether they're tanking, whether they even want to show up to the game. I don't even know if they're going to have replacement players playing in this game. But with that being said, I don't have much, craziness to say. I don't want to pour more, salt in the wound or whatever the case may be or whatever cliches are out there. Washington will win. Book it, mark it, whatever the spread is, Washington will win. I say it again, Washington Commanders will win this game. Next game up, we have the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Miami Dolphins. Now, if you're looking for a game where it's going to be sparks, fireworks, this is it. They have respective weapons all over the field on both sides, defense and offense, respectively. But with that being said, it's going to come down to the quarterbacks. Who's the quarterback that's going to make the first mistake? Will it be Tua for Miami or will it be Justin Herbert for Los Angeles? Both are revamped. Both are going to be very, very competitive teams throughout the season. And you can book it. Both will justifiably be MVP candidates when the time comes. But with that being said, as I open up this segment, this is going to be one of those games where if you don't pick the over, you need to probably check yourself into a drug clinic and see if you are okay, or check to see if you're suffering from some kind of fever that they haven't even come out with. I know we just came revamped from COVID, but Looking at these teams and looking at the semblance of what this game is going to be, it'd be justified for you to just take the over and not ask any more questions. So the over is the pick. Next game up is the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. Yes, yes, yes. He is here. He who I'm talking about, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. You know, I've given my commentary and my analysis of Aaron Rodgers in the past, but he's here in New York City, technically New Jersey, but whatever. He's obviously an upgrade from what the Jets had to deal with last year, which was playing musical chairs as far as a quarterback position. In other positions and skill positions that they had, they were fine. Defense was actually ranked in the top 5, if not top 2. They also, offensively, they were great. They had Garrett Wilson. They had, at that time, P. Ryan and other factors playing on the offense. They could play. They just didn't have the right person leading the pack. But now you have, a perennial Pro Bowler, a certified Hall of Famer, and one of the greatest talents to ever throw the ball in Aaron Rodgers. I'm not the biggest fan of Aaron Rodgers, but one thing I can tell you is that he is that man. 4-time MVP. He does have a Super Bowl ring under his belt, so he knows what he's doing. On the other side, we have the Buffalo Bills. They have made their way. They've carved their way, to the top of the AFC. They've always been challenging the last 4 to 5 years. Josh Allen is always a dangerous weapon to have. They have obviously Trayvon. They have Stephon Diggs. They have also a whole host of characters who play for them. I think they did some upgrades as far as their running game and things of that nature. They do have a revamped defense, so hopefully that stands in tow. But it should be a well-played game. The line for this game is sat at 1.5 points. This actually is the upset game. And with this upset, I'm going with the Jets to flat out beat the Buffalo Bills. And I think Aaron Rodgers proves his worth because he's feeling revived, rejuvenated. And of course, in New York City, they're not going to play the blame game. So if he doesn't step up, New York will definitely let him know his place, and his nonsense does not change the factor that they want to win. So my upset alert is having the Jets beat the Bills flat out, and that's my pick. So now you have 4 picks, 1 upset alert. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Please, I'm always intrigued to see what ideas and plans that you guys have and what games you guys are particularly looking at. You can write in the comments, and then I can actually help you out or walk you through it and give my, analysis. But with that being said, I'm not opposed to competition. I think what a lot of people forget is that it is gambling. So you don't have to necessarily agree with me. Lord knows you probably listen to higher marker people. There are the sharps and things like that. People in Vegas, the DraftKings and, Caesars and things like that. People who are well known. Me, I'm just sitting in my living room. I'm not really known for anything, but I do win. I do get a couple of dollars in my pocket from this thing. So with that being said, I have an open request. I'll put out the competition out there. If you're hearing this, try it. You can try me and we can go head to head. Friendly competition. It doesn't have to be anything severe, but it only brings a community closer and we have common interests. But with that being said, I'll check you out next time. And it's me, and I'm here with you, and it's Clem Boogie.